All right, let's talk about something that can make or break your machine learning project. It's a step that often separates a model that just works from one that truly performs. We're going to be demystifying hyperparameter tuning and showing you how to unlock your model's hidden potential.
You've probably been here before, right? You pick the perfect algorithm, your data is squeaky clean, you hit train, and the results are just meh. It is one of the most common and honestly frustrating moments for anyone working in ML. Well, here's the thing. The problem usually isn't the model itself. Think of your model like a high-performance race car engine. You can have the most powerful parts money can buy, but if it's not tuned just right, you're never going to win the race. It's all about the tuning.
And that's exactly what we're getting into today. This is the untuned engine problem. So many incredible models fall short of their potential, not because they're designed poorly, but because their settings just aren't optimized for the job they're trying to do. And believe me, getting this tuning right matters a lot. We're talking about better accuracy, for starters. It also helps you avoid that classic trap of overfitting, where your model just memorizes your training data instead of actually learning. It can even make your training process faster. Ultimately, this is what makes sure your model can handle new data it's never seen before and is actually ready for the real world. Okay, so if we're going to tune this engine, we first need to figure out which knobs we're actually allowed to turn. It's super important to understand the difference between the model's internal wiring, the stuff we can't touch, and the external control knobs we have full access to. And those control knobs, those are your hyperparameters. These are all the settings that you, the data scientist or engineer, get to decide on before the training even starts. They aren't what the model learns, they're the settings that control how the model is going to learn in the first place. And this right here really breaks it down. On one side, you have your model parameters, things like weights and biases. The model figures these out all by itself during training. That's the internal wiring. On the other side, you have hyperparameters, things like the learning rate or the maximum depth of a decision tree. Those are the knobs we have to set beforehand to guide the whole process. So, the big question is, how do we find the absolute best settings for all these knobs? Well, let's open up the toolkit and see what we've got, starting from the simple hand-cranked methods and working our way up to some seriously smart AI-powered tools. We all start here, manual tuning. It's pretty much what it sounds like, trial and error. You pick some values that feel about right, you train the model, check the results, and then you tweak the settings and try again. Yeah, it's slow and it's based on guesswork, but honestly, it's a great way to build an intuition for how these different settings really affect your model. Now, a step up from that is grid search. The idea here is really simple. You create a grid of every possible combination of hyperparameter values you want to test, and then you just test all of them, systematically, one by one. You can see, just for 2 parameters, we've already got 9 different combinations to check. Now imagine you have 5 or 6 parameters, the number of tests just explodes. It's thorough for sure, but man, it gets expensive really, really fast. And that brings us to random search. Instead of trying every single combination like a brute, it just tries a fixed number of random combinations from that same grid. And you know what's crazy? It's way more efficient. It might not find the perfect setting, but it often gets you incredibly close in a tiny fraction of the time. This makes it a go-to for really complex models. But what if we could get it even smarter about it? That's where Bayesian optimization comes in. This is an intelligent search. It's not just guessing randomly. It actually learns from each experiment. It builds a little probability model on the fly to figure out which hyperparameter settings are most likely to give you a boost, and then it tries those next. It's like having a smart assistant guiding your search. And this isn't some abstract theory either. You can use this right now. There are amazing open source libraries like Hyperopt, Optuna, and Scikit-Optimize that let you plug this powerful technique right into your own projects. They make this advanced stuff really accessible. And that brings us to the top of the ladder, the ultimate power tool in our kit, AutoML. That stands for Automated Machine Learning. This is pretty much where we get to sit back and let the machine do almost all of the heavy lifting for us. All the big players, Google, Microsoft, Amazon, and a ton of open source projects now offer these incredible AutoML platforms. They can automate almost the entire pipeline, from choosing features to selecting models, and of course, tuning all those hyperparameters. It is the closest thing we have to one-click optimization. Okay, so you've got this amazing toolkit, but knowing about the tools is one thing, using them like a pro is another. So let's run through a quick checklist, some rules of the road for any tuning job. The most important thing is to be systematic. First, always use cross-validation. It gives you a much more reliable idea of how your model will perform in the wild. Second, don't try to tune a dozen things at once. Start with the parameters that have the biggest impact. Third, watch your validation loss like a hawk, not just your training loss. That's how you spot overfitting. Fourth, use early stopping to automatically cut off training when things stop improving. And finally, for goodness sake, log everything and visualize your results. This is what changes tuning from a guessing game into a real engineering discipline.
So why do we go through all this effort? I mean, what's the real payoff? Well, it's because in the real world, a properly tuned model is often the difference between success and failure. Just look at the impact here. In finance, a few percentage points of accuracy in credit scoring can be worth millions. In healthcare, better tuning can lead to more accurate medical diagnoses. And every time you use a streaming service or an e-commerce site, you're interacting with a recommendation engine that lives or dies based on how well it's tuned. This is where it all comes together. I love this quote. It really just says it all, doesn't it? Any decent model can learn some patterns from data. That's the easy part. But it takes a well-tuned model to actually perform reliably when it really, really counts. So let's just boil it all down. What should you remember? Hyperparameters are your model's control knobs. Tuning them is absolutely essential for getting the best performance. The methods for doing this range from simple trial and error to incredibly smart automated systems. And at the end of the day, this process is what elevates a cool experiment into a robust, production-grade system. So, the next time you finish building a model and you're feeling pretty good about it, I want you to ask yourself this one question. The engine is built, sure, but is it actually tuned for the win? Because that's where the real magic happens.